Okay, so today we're going to work on if statements. The first thing I'll do is create a list, and that list name is cars. I'm going to set it equal to square bracket, apostrophe, Audi, close apostrophe, comma, apostrophe, BMW, close apostrophe, comma, apostrophe, Subaru, apostrophe, comma, apostrophe, Toyota, apostrophe, square bracket. So you can stop it here if you need to type all those out still. Otherwise, I'm going to keep going. Next, we're going to do a for loop for car in cars, colon, tab over, if car equals, apostrophe, BMW, close apostrophe, colon, tab over, print, open parenthesis, car dot upper, close empty parentheses, close parenthesis. And I'm going to backspace once, else, colon, enter, tab over, print, open parenthesis, car dot title, empty parenthesis, close parenthesis, and press F5. And you see I get Audi, BMW, Subaru, and Toyota. And BMW is capitalized. Everything else just has the first letter of each word capitalized because I told it if it's not a BMW, then I just want you to capitalize the first letter. If it is BMW, then capitalize the whole word. And that's exactly what the program did. Next, we're going to delete this. We're going to just show you real quickly that you can also, instead of doing a list, you can just simply set a variable. So if I have a variable called car and I set it equal to, say, Audi. And then I want to check to see if car equals apostrophe BMW, which it shouldn't. So we hit F5. That doesn't work. I wondered about that. So I bet you I have to put print, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, and you get false. So what that's saying is we set a variable car, set it equal to the word Audi, and then we want to print if car equals BMW, which it does not. So that is a false statement. If I changed BMW to the word Audi, hit F5, that's a true statement. What if I have a capital A and I'm looking for Audi lowercase a? Well, that's what did that print? That's a false statement because this does not equal this. It is case sensitive when you're talking about that. If you don't want to worry about the case, then you just have to put car dot lower empty parenthesis. And that will make whatever this variable is all lowercase. So you can compare lowercase to lowercase, and that would be true. And same thing with dot upper, doesn't matter. Either way works. What if we want to compare numbers? So if I have age and I set it equal to 18, and I want to look to see, so print, open parenthesis, does age equal 18, which should be true, which it is. But what if I say age is less than 18? Well, that would be false. Less than or equal to. That one's true. Greater than or equal to is true. Greater than 18 is false. So you can even do comparison with numbers. What if I want to compare an age? So we're going to change our age to 22 this time. And this age is going to be age 0. Set equal to 22. I'm going to have age 1 set equal to 18. And I want to see, does age 0 less than or equal to 18 and age 1 greater than or equal to 21? Well, that should be false, which it is. Age 0 is greater than or equal to 18 because it's 22, but age 1 is not greater than 21 because it's only 18. So that makes the whole statement false, even though one half of it was true. You could change that instead of an and statement, make it an or statement, and then rerun it. Then it's true because this half is correct, even though this half is false. It will make it true because one or the other was true. Both would have to be false, but only one has to be true to be true. Hopefully that makes sense. Next, we're going to have a new list. So I'll get rid of all this. I'm going to say band users equals square bracket apostrophe Andrew apostrophe comma apostrophe Caroline apostrophe comma and apostrophe Davi apostrophe close square bracket. User is going to equal apostrophe Mary close apostrophe. And then we have our if statement. If user not in band users colon tab over print open parenthesis user dot title empty parenthesis plus quote comma you can post a response if you wish. Period, quote, close parenthesis. Yeah, space between the comma and the U. Hit F5. So Mary is not in our band users group. We told it to do a dot title, which means to capitalize the first letter in her name. You can post a response if you wish. Okay. So next, we're going to go and look at age again. We keep bouncing back and forth. So I'm going to have age set equal to 19 if age is greater than or equal to 18 colon print. Need tab over print open parenthesis quote you are old enough to vote end quote in parenthesis. So we hit F5. It's going to say you're old enough to vote. Like before, you can add another print statement. Open parenthesis quote. Have you registered to vote yet? Question mark, close quote, close parenthesis. F5. Just asking the question. Doesn't allow the user to input anything. It's purely just asking a question. Next, we're going to look at if-else statements. So I'm going to leave my age at 19. I'm going to say if age is greater than or equal to 21, print. You're old enough to vote. Have you registered to vote yet? And you can go backspace, else, colon, tab, print, open parenthesis, quote, sorry, you are not old enough to vote. Apostrophe quote, close parenthesis, print, open parenthesis, quote, please register to vote as soon as you are old enough. Period, apostrophe quote. So it's an if-else statement. If you're old enough to vote, which I made it for you're not, just to show you the else part. So hit F5. Sorry, you're not old enough to vote. Please register as soon as you're old enough. If I make the age the proper age, which is 18, hit F5 again, and then you are old enough to vote. So if you're old enough, vote. Else, you're not old enough, register to vote when you can. Okay. Next, we're going to remove all this, create request toppings equals square bracket, apostrophe, mushrooms, apostrophe comma, apostrophe sausage, apostrophe comma, apostrophe extra cheese, apostrophe comma, and apostrophe bacon, apostrophe square bracket. If apostrophe mushrooms, apostrophe in request toppings, colon, tab, print, open parenthesis, quote, adding mushrooms, period, quote, in parenthesis, backspace, if, apostrophe, bacon, apostrophe, in requested, or request toppings, colon, print, quote, adding bacon, apostrophe quote, backspace, if, apostrophe, pepperoni, apostrophe in request toppings, colon, tab, print, open parenthesis quote, adding pepperoni, period, quote, in parenthesis. And then backspace, print, open parenthesis, quote, backslash in finishing, or sorry, finished making your personal pizza, end quote, in parenthesis. F5. No, I see what I did. I needed parentheses, not a apostrophe. So notice it only said adding mushroom and adding bacon because we did not have pepperoni in the requested topping section. So they ordered pepperoni, but we didn't have any. So therefore we didn't have it. Okay. And that should finish us up on if-else statements. No, one more thing. We can also, in the same one, we're going to go in online. If requested or request toppings equals apostrophe, let's do onions, apostrophe, colon, tab, print, open parenthesis, quote, sorry, we are out of onions. In parenthesis, in quote. So now when we hit F5, it says finish making your pizza. And that's because I don't have them requesting the onions. So up here, when I change bacon to onions, hit F5 again. Still not there. Why is this not working? All right, give me a second. What am I doing? If requested topping equals onions. Print server. All right, so I changed this. I was having some issues. So what I did is I deleted everything I had except for the requested toppings. I have mushrooms, sausage, extra cheese, and onions. This time we're going to do a loop through our toppings. So for request toppings, topping in request toppings, colon, tab, if request topping equals apostrophe onions apostrophe colon enter print parenthesis quote sorry we are out of onions period quote close parenthesis else colon tab print open parenthesis quote adding space quote plus request topping plus quote period quote close parenthesis. And I notice I did not tab over my print, so you gotta make sure that's tabbed over. Hit enter, backspace twice, print, open parenthesis, quote, backslash in, finished making your personal pizza, period, quote, in parenthesis. Now I hit F5, and you see it loops through our list, adding mushrooms, adding sausage, adding extra cheese, but when it hits onions, it says, sorry, we're out of onions. And I did not do a backslash in because I'm typing too fast. Then it says, finished making your personal pizza. That is the last thing I wanted to show you on if statements. Hopefully you followed along. We're able to get all the projects working. Did have some issues with that last one, but we did get it straightened out. So everything should be good to go.